My life on the X list.
Hey there, what's up, YouTube? It's me, the Diva X, and it is Saturday, May 24th, 2014, and it is 11:13 in the PM. Welcome to another edition of My Life on the X List. What is going on, people? So, since my last video, approximately 2 weeks ago, actually not my last video, because I did a Diva Ask the X, which is now what I'm officially calling it. And what I'm finding is the whole situation is, I guess people are reposting the video, and then people are commenting on that video with questions, and I'm not getting them because they're repost. So I guess I have to mainstream it somehow and make sure that I do get the post. So only if you submit a question through email and or on my official Facebook page, then I can answer the question, because other than that, they just gonna get lost on repost. Someone asked me if I got their question. I'm just like, I didn't get your question, because they had someone reposted one of the the first video, and I guess they commented on that. And once it's so that far, if I'm not tagged in the original post, then I don't get the notification. Someone else may, or the person who posted it does. So sorry about that, but now I figured that out, and I should have thought about that before. But hey, she wasn't that. I didn't know what was happening. That's what I didn't know. All right, so but since then, I had the luxury. I don't know. I had the privilege. I've had the experience of going to see Iggy Azalea, the new classic tour, brought to you. I was in San Francisco at the Fillmore, which I've never been to the Fillmore. I've always heard a lot of great things about the Fillmore venue. Particularly that, a lot of great artists have performed there, and it's more historical, and it's a staple of the San Francisco community and things of that nature. And so I was happy that the event was being held there, and I went to see her. So the drama of the story. So the concert was amazing. So let's talk about the bad stuff, and then we'll end with the good stuff. So there was a contest being held by Monster Energy drinks, and a new app called Brabble, which is a new social media. I don't know why we need another social. I don't know why they continue to make new social media, especially when they don't do nothing different. But that's besides the point. Anyhow, so this new app, and this new and Monster Energy were holding contests for each show, where they were picking 10 winners to go and meet Iggy Azalea before or after the show. Up until now, most of the meet and greets had been happening before the show, because it's just smarter, because the artist is all done up, ready to hit the stage, and then they whatever. This particular event, and this San Francisco show was, I think, ill-scheduled in the beginning. I don't know that they knew what was going to happen this day until it was already too late. So it just so happened that the Billboard Awards was on the exact same day. It was on Sunday, and that is filmed live over in Las Vegas. I think it was, Las Vegas. And the concert is scheduled at 8 o'clock. And I guess it just was bad planning. So so at some point, people, we got there to San Francisco at about 5 o'clock on the day of the concert, and there was already people lined up, like a long line of people already lined up, like a lot of people, like I don't really know, like maybe 100, no, maybe a little less than 100, maybe people, which means there's people lined up really early. Which is, if it was someone that I was that majorly into, then I probably would have too. I think I lined up early for Gaga, on her first tour, the Fame tour, which was in a small venue just like this one, or smaller venue than this one. But anyhow, so there was people lined up, and so we got in line where we were supposed to be. We still had a good position of where we were. The stage was much bigger than where, again, like I've seen Gaga. It wasn't like a major stage, a huge stage, but it wasn't the Civic Center. It was, it was even smaller than a Tower Theater. So, and it was general admission. So, first come, first serve. So people were there. I mean, like I said, people were there way early. You can tell by the length of the line. And so then once we're all in there at about 8 o'clock when the show was supposed to start, Iggy tweets that she is still in Vegas and that she'll be hitting the stage at 10:30. So we are packed into the Fillmore at 8 o'clock. For 2.5 hours, we just were there. Now, the thing is, I don't know if I didn't warn. I think I pretty much told everybody. When you go to general admission concerts like this, I learned, and trust me, my Gaga experience was my first experience where I learned that what it is and how you got to go prepared. So if you've never been to an intimate setting, general admission concert before, here's what you need to know. 1, people are going to push you. 2, people are going to try to take your spot. 3, people are going to push you. 4, you're going to get dehydrated, so stay hydrated. 5, people are going to push you. 6, people are going to try to crowd you. 7, people are going to push you. 8, people will make friends with you just to get closer to the stage. Number 9, people are going to push you. Number 10, don't lock your knees. Number 11, stand your ground. Do not move. Do not let them push you and move you. If they push you and move you, you no longer have the comfortable space that you used to have. So all the above. So really, I mean, I know I was making a joke that people were going to push you, but it just kind of seemed to be a thing that people were not prepared to be pushed. At one point when we first got there, some girl she spilled a drink on me. I know she didn't mean to do it, but I don't like smelling like beer. I'm not a beer drinker. I don't like the way beer smells. I don't need a yeast infection. I don't want it near me. I don't want it on me. I was just like, ugh. So I had to smell beer for the whole night. I had to smell like beer for the whole night. And she just and I said, oh, now I smell like beer. And she was like very smart aleckly replied, like, well, I'm very sorry. I'm like, I wasn't saying it so that like you would apologize again. I said it because I fucking smell like beer. And I don't like smelling beer, but anyhow. So anyhow, we're there. The DJ was cool. He had the crowd going. We were interacting with everyone that was around us. I mean, you have no choice at that point. You kind of just got to make friends and have a good time. And so, then she's tweeting pictures or Instagramming pictures of her getting off the plane there in San Francisco, and so she's on her way, but she still isn't getting on stage till 10:30. So at some point, they finally came up with this bright idea that they'll turn on the air on, which made things so much better. I mean, it was probably an hour before she went on stage, so about 9:30. I think it was just about 9:30 that they finally kicked the air on in the building. So mind you, we had been drinking watermelon. No, we had been drinking, and we ate before when we got to San Francisco. But anyhow, it was just, warmth and bodies, and just like, when you breathe, you got to breathe up, because if not, you're just breathing someone else's musk, and it's just not fun. But I really had a good time. I was just tuning out all the complaints and, everything that just wasn't in line with having a good time, because I was just like, you didn't have to come, like that in my thought process. And there wasn't many complaints. I think the people I was with realized that I wasn't here for the complaints. We all had to wait. We were all in the same boat, and it wasn't that one person got something and another person didn't. We were all there waiting. So I just made the most of it, tuned as much of it out as I can, and had a good time. So concerts, so they let everybody know, so those people who won the contest were informed that morning. So our intentions were that we were going to meet Iggy Azalea. They told us the meet and greet would happen at midnight. It was kind of immediately following the concert. The concert didn't end until about 11:30. Clear people out. Now it's going to be time for the concert. Well, come to find out, Iggy Azalea had left the building. Iggy didn't, apparently, I don't know if she did not. There's 3 things. Some people said she wasn't feeling well. I think she was just tired of dealing, and I get that, and I have sympathy for being tired, but I don't think you should have a contest if you know you have these things going on. Like, as soon as I found out I had to do a show and fly to San Francisco and then do another show and then do a meet and greet, I would have said cancel the meet and greet. Like, in advance, let them know, not have them sit around and wait and then me leave the building. Because I feel like there was 20 of us all together. It was the 10 winners plus the plus ones, and I just kind of felt like that was kind of a shitty move on Iggy Azalea's part, or whoever is in charge. I blame it on Iggy Azalea because she is the artist, and ultimately she is the one that left the building without any rhyme or reasons, at least according to me. So we all gathered around to meet Iggy Azalea, and then they tell us she's left. She's gone. We'll get some, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get some consolation prizes for, you know, not being able to meet this person whom we've all entered this contest to win, to meet. And so that was the end of that. I am an Iggy Azalea fan. I would have really loved to meet her. I'm okay that I didn't meet her, but I'm still upset that the whole situation happened the way it did. Like, I'm over it. I get it. I understand life happens. But one, I just kind of feel like it was just bad business, especially since I believe all the other meet and greets happened, which is, whatever. So that was that, and we came home and we had a wonderful time. And so the concert was amazing. And this is why I'm not like, you know, totally bent out of shape about the situation, is because the concert was amazing. She performed a lot of my songs. I say my songs, a lot of the songs that I love. She turned it out. She turned the party. She did a great job. Her vocals were on point. She didn't miss a beat. Her outfits were a little, I like her opening outfit. The second outfit, she closed the show, and I get it, but I just kind of felt it was very gym attire. Personally, I get it. That's my only complaint about the outfit. Her hair flips are everything. Like, really, like, the whole show, I'm just thinking, when I meet this bitch, I just want her to hair flip in my face. Like, I just want her to flip her hair in my face, because she has that hair flip on lock. Like, if you've seen it, it's featured in the fancy video. That hair flip, I mean, and she did it throughout the show many a times. And I just want to be hair flipped by Iggy Azalea. Like, you know, whatever. But the concert was amazing. She did a great job. I couldn't be more happier. It was a completely sold out show. There were, you know, people were selling their tickets after the fact for like $100 plus. I seen some for $150. When they announced the ticket sale, they were for $25. I think it was $25 plus some service fees. I think they came out to like $35, or maybe it was $35 plus some service fees, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but they were relatively cheap. It was just her. She had an opening DJ. She had two opening DJs, one to stall for the 2-hour delay, and then one to, like, her opening hype man act that was also the DJ for her set. So I mean, I can't complain. I mean, I can complain, obviously, because we didn't meet her, but the concert overall was super duper amazing. I cannot, it was everything that I needed it to be, everything that I wanted it to be. Of course, you know, I would have loved to meet her, but, you know, life happens. I personally think that she probably thought they canceled it, because, you know, again, at every other location, I believe that the mini greet happened before the concert. So just thinking, oh, well, you know, since I'm not going to have a before the concert, then they probably canceled it, and then she just left. I guess they didn't. I'm thinking they didn't inform her that there was 20 people plus, because there was other people, not in this contest, but other people, you know, around that were, I guess, going to meet her due to other reasons. And so I just kind of felt that was shady boots. I don't dislike Iggy Azalea because of that. I don't think it was her fault wholeheartedly. I feel, you know, she's the one that did leave ultimately, but I feel like it wasn't I don't think she had ill intentions with leaving. Like, fuck those fans. I don't think it was that at all, which is, you know, the part that I understand as a human being. But like I said, other than that, the concert was amazing. If you haven't got her new album, the new classic, which is, I don't have a signed copy because she never showed up for the meet and greet. I was hoping to have her sign my album. I took it with me, and I didn't get it signed. But anyhow, that's life, you know. You win some, you lose some, or you don't. Whatever. Why did I just spend the whole time talking about Iggy Azalea? But anyhow, that's my Iggy Azalea experience. I have amazing pictures on my Facebook. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. Facebook.com/TheDivaX. And for now, I guess that's it. That's my Iggy Azalea moment. Maybe one day I'll post some more stuff. So yeah, email me your questions, post them on my page, and that's the Iggy Azalea experience. I don't know why this wasn't planned on this being all about Iggy, but